I dumped him after his murder jokes got way too real. In the first few weeks of dating him, he made jokes that weren't funny to me. He would say he was going to murder me, dismember me, and dispose of my body. I know he's sarcastic and has a dark sense of humor, but it caused me a lot of anxiety because I know the statistics about violence against women. I told him repeatedly, stop joking about killing me. He kept doing it, until I finally told him that those jokes literally scared me. He apologized and seemed to feel bad that his jokes made me afraid of him. One night, we were over 3 hours late to meet with his brother. When I was talking to him about us being late, I noticed he sighed deeply, clenched his fist and looked down at it, like he was making the conscious choice to not punch me. Later, as I was saying goodbye to his brother, he came into the room and said, "She should say her permanent goodbyes." I asked him what that meant and he said it was a joke. I asked him how it was funny and what the punchline was. He couldn't answer. I didn't want to get in the car with him, so I walked off and thankfully my roommate picked me up and drove me home. He called later and I told him I was done. He's a good man other than the jokes about killing me. We had agreed that he wouldn't joke about killing me anymore, but then he did it again that night and said that I was the problem. I started telling him again about how often women are killed by their husbands and boyfriends, and that's why the jokes bothered me so much, but he interrupted me to say a curse word. So I hung up and blocked him. All of this is bad because my roommates say I should just talk it out with him and give him another chance because they can tell I really like him and he really likes me. But I already did that. I thought we were past the homicide jokes. Then he did it again that night while he was angry with me, and it gave me this awful feeling that I needed to not get in the car with him and get away from him. I haven't heard from him and he hasn't caused any trouble since the breakup. I blocked him on everything and alerted my employer that he was a threat. I have since moved across state and have not seen him. However, he sent me an email. He got my name wrong multiple times, which had become a joke between us. In the email he wrote that he didn't know how to say that he was empathetic, and that he felt and understood that his actions have consequences. He realized that he was cut out of my life like the cancer he became. He said that he had lost one of his best friends and me and that I made him feel wanted. He ended the email by saying that when we inevitably run into each other, I will fear him and he will fear me, and that he had made his grave and supposed he needed to sleep in it. I am now living in a new town, in a new home, with a great man that respects and appreciates me. He's like 40 years old. We weren't together for long. I was initially attracted to him because he was cheerful, happy, charismatic, kind, considerate, and handsome. Then the mask fell off.